Hi, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
Hi, Susan Wabbajack. Hold on, wait a sec. Let me YouTube it.
Wabbajack.
Hi, Susan.
Wabbajack.
My name's Susan Wabbajack, and I'm used to responding to Susan W blah 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 because no one can ever say my name. But it's Wojcicki, and it's Polish, and that's my name. It's actually not that hard to say. It just looks hard when you see the spelling.
Susan Wabbajack is the CEO of YouTube. Despite having such a prominent title, her follower count on many social media websites is mediocre. The fact that I have more subscribers than her channel on her own fucking website is pretty sad. As you can tell, no one really likes this person. Every video that she's featured in on her own website has a massive amount of dislikes. So how can someone like Susan, someone who's so out of touch with their own community, have a position like CEO of YouTube? It's pretty simple, really. Mrs. Wabbajack here let her smart friends, the future of Google, use her garage.
Google started in your garage, essentially, in 1998. How did Larry and Sergey end up in your garage?
They were looking for space, and there were just the two of them, and they had one employee, and so they just moved in.
Some might call this super biased or pure nepotism, but maybe they saw something in her. Maybe they thought Susan had the potential to develop YouTube into a better website. Maybe, just maybe, Susan would have the capabilities to create a fantastic website filled with freedom and fair policies. If that's the case, they were fucking wrong. But anyways, we're gonna be watching a video by Susan on her own channel. She's gonna talk about all of her fantastic ideas for 2019 and all of her great accomplishments in 2018. So yeah, here it is.
Welcome to 2019. I wanted to start by reflecting on the past year, since it was an unprecedented year, a time of tremendous growth and some tough growing up.
Gee, I wonder why it was so tough for us to quote-unquote grow up. It's kinda hard to grow up when the parent censors everything like a goddamn Nazi.
We hit several impressive milestones. Channels with more than 1 million subscribers nearly doubled in the last year, and the number of creators earning 5 or 6 figures grew more than 40% year on year.
Notice that she never specifies how those goals were accomplished, because she had nothing to do with it. If anything, she made it more difficult.
But we also unexpectedly broke a record with Rewind, creating the most disliked video on the internet. Even at home, my kids told me it was cringy.
How do you do, fellow kids?
We hear you that it didn't accurately show the year's key moments, nor did it reflect the YouTube you know.
The fact that your own kids are roasting you based on how well you're performing as a CEO is just sad. Really funny, but still sad.
We'll do better to tell YouTube's story in 2019.
Yeah, I'm sure instead of Stephen Colbert, we'll get John Oliver or Trevor Noah or some other fuckwad celebrity that introduces the website they've assimilated to solely based on their celebrity status. And if we're lucky enough, Laley Pons might have a huge role in the video again, despite being incredibly disliked by everyone that isn't a bot or an embryo.
For the year ahead, I'm focused on these 3 priorities. Number 1, supporting creator success.
Well, Susan, we're around 3 months into 2019 and you've already failed. Which part of restricting the comment section for certain channels is considered supportive?
We know how important it is to get monetization right, and that it remains a pain point for some of you. Last year, we increased the accuracy of monetization icons by 40%, and we also made it easier for creators to appeal when we made the wrong call.
What differences did you make for appealing certain claims? Because last time I checked, Content ID is still up everyone's ass because YouTube still doesn't know the definition of fair use. Again, she refuses to go into detail, and that'd be fine if I would see results from these new changes, but I haven't.
Just as a reminder, we started the year with some of our key advertisers paused on YouTube. We worked to give advertisers the necessary tools to manage their campaigns, and we have been pleased to see so many advertisers come back to YouTube. Number 2, more communication and engagement. We've been working hard to improve our communication with creators, and will continue to do so in 2019.
Once again, already have failed to keep your promises, seeing how your support team refuses to reply to some of the channel's concerns over your stupid policy making.
Last year, we increased our responsiveness on social media by 150%.
Translation: we copy and pasted from the terms of service more than last year. Now thankfully people can read the same bullshit they've been given countless times. That's exactly the message I personally got on Twitter.
We designed YouTube so creators and fans can engage in new ways, and we are excited to see the community using these features. Creators like Laley Pons and Emma Chamberlain use our new Premiere feature to connect more deeply with fans.
Yes, keep advertising the people nobody likes. That'll show creators you're ready to deliver a reasonable YouTube rewind. And maybe your kids won't call it cringy. So if you haven't heard, multiple YouTube channels have lost the ability to have comments on their videos.
Companies including Disney, AT&T, and Hasbro pulled their ads from YouTube after a user pointed out a pattern of predatory comments on videos of children.
I'm making this video with only one intention, and that is to bring awareness to this.
YouTube responded, saying, "We took immediate action by deleting accounts and channels and reporting illegal activity to authorities." The company announcing on Thursday it will disable all comments on videos featuring young children.
So their comment section is completely disabled. The reason this has been happening is because there's been some weird pedophilia comments on some of the videos or whatever. And this actually led to many advertisers to back out of YouTube because they didn't want to support something like that still happening on the website. Wabbajack took her sweet time responding to the situation, and the way she did it was completely idiotic. Instead of, I don't know, maybe finding out who these perpetrators are, I mean, you work for fucking Google, I'm sure you can do it, or maybe updating your comment section system, Susan thought the better option would be to disable all comments on all videos of certain channels that feature kids. Now thankfully for channels like the Aceholes, they're safe because they make YouTube the big bucks. Even though Acoustic McBroomstick has uploaded a video of a 4-year-old licking a phallic lollipop, he's still safe from the outbreak.
That's your little secret.
But for smaller channels that are actually genuine and some that don't even feature kids on their channel have lost the privilege of having a comment section.
It's the comments are disabled, and I'm so sorry. That's a big part of what makes this great. It's what makes it better than network TV or something, is that there's community there for those commenting. Now the commenters are actually a vast minority.
Today I got this email from my YouTube representative. They say, while we work to improve our systems, we've temporarily disabled comments on your channel as a precaution.
Apparently, YouTube has disabled the comments on all my videos. So it's gonna take quite a while for them to be back up.
This is about advertising dollars. And you advertisers, I want you to come clean too.
I think somehow my channel got mixed up into that though, even though it's not a family channel. It's not a family channel. There are no children in any of my videos.
I don't know if viewers are going to think about this video because the comment section may not be active on this video. It may be disabled.
You've seen a trend, and you've seen that this thing exists, and some people have, threatened to boycott you or whatever they've done. And so you have taken advantage of it, you advertisers, and you have decided that you're not going to pay your bill.
We have disabled comments on tens of millions of videos that include minors and pose a risk to our community due to predatory comments. So it's about the comments, guys. I haven't noticed any of those kinds of comments on our show. YouTube is doing this across the board, whether it's happened or not.
Last year in 2018, YouTube and advertisers tell content creators to stop making mature adult content for their audiences. 2019 comes around, and now YouTube and advertisers want content creators to stop making family-friendly content for the audience. So, YouTube and advertisers, which is it you want us to do?
If you didn't know, YouTube channels have the power to determine what words are acceptable in their own comic section. I've been asking myself, why doesn't YouTube just send out a message to all the family channels about this situation, and then have those channels block those unacceptable comments by restricting certain words and disabling all links? Disabling all comments completely just seems like a drastic measure and unnecessary. It seems instead of YouTube giving the channels the freedom to restrict these certain words or links in their comic section, YouTube is just taking the wheel and making decisions for those channels. And if YouTube is worried that these channels won't do what they're told, even though it would benefit both parties, then why not just give them a notice or alert them about the situation? When my channel got demonetized, I wasn't even aware I was breaking the rules because YouTube didn't tell me. And that is one of YouTube's biggest issues. They do not alert the channels that they're punishing or demonetizing. Yeah, innocent until proven guilty is kind of a joke on this website. The reason why I got demonetized was because I uploaded compilations on my channel, and that was the first thing I uploaded on my channel. My channel was based off compilation videos back in the day. There were no issues until a year later. So I got an email, and it basically said, your channel got demonetized. Please read the terms of service again so you know why you got demonetized. instead of telling me why I got demonetized. YouTube didn't contact me and let me know, they just disabled my entire channel and said I had a month to get rid of the problem in order to join the partner program again. And what's worse is that they didn't even fucking tell me what the issue was. I had to look it up for myself. It took me only like 5 minutes, and it's pretty sad that the support team is so damn incompetent, they can't take those couple of seconds to let me know why I was demonetized. It's pretty frustrating to get punished and not even know why. But one of the biggest victims of Susan's incompetent decisions is a channel called Special Books by Special Kids. This channel spreads the awareness of rare diseases among children and adults. It helps those people feel more accepted among society. And one of the main ways of showing acceptance and support towards these certain individuals is by leaving a comment. Unfortunately, YouTube took away their ability to even have a comment section. So yes, one of the main factors that help these children feel more accepted is gone, because Mrs. Wabbajack has a simplistic mindset of, if we just get rid of everything, then the problem won't even occur, instead of actually finding and punishing the perpetrators. But no, punishing the innocent, and in some cases, the victims, seems like a much more rational decision.
YouTube has put into place discriminatory new actions to disable every single comment section on all of our videos. And I say that word discriminatory knowing the implications of it, and I mean it 100%. The reason this is discriminatory is because they're doing it under the mask of protecting children from predators. But they're only selecting certain channels featuring
at random. It seems like
it is at random.
Completely random, and I don't want to push it, but it seems like channels that are larger or that have corporate or advertisers behind them, that they're not being impacted at all, even if their content is more subjective to the type of predation that they're trying to combat.
And if you know our channel, you know that all of the comments are positive. We've been selected to have our comments disabled, and they will not communicate with us what puts us at high risk for predatory comments as they've stated it.
Predators invading the YouTube comment section, advertisers are leaving the site because of our poor supervision and slow reaction time. Fuck it, let's just restrict certain channels from having a comment section, and while we're at it, we'll just ignore the responses to our rational decision, even though they're rightfully pissed off. Great system you got, Wabbajack. Sorry guys, but we feel that punishing you with zero evidence is the best course to take.
The Wabbajack! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you?
YouTube Heroes was arguably one of the dumbest decisions Susan has ever made. Thankfully, she realized her mistake and discontinued this project, but the fact that she thought this would be a good idea in the first place is just outrageous. Allow me to explain this amazing feature. Since YouTube was understaffed and had trouble flagging almost every inappropriate video on the website, they decided to give other people the power to search for inappropriate videos and flag those videos for themselves. You might be thinking, well, at least YouTube's giving power to some of the creators. Not really, since most of the people flagging those channels weren't content creators, and big fucking shocker, they abused the system. Yeah, instead of having professionals do the work that YouTube is supposed to do, they integrated this issue with a point system and rewarded people who reported inappropriate content. So essentially, if some random asshole wants to just shut down a certain channel, all you have to do is find enough inappropriate content on YouTube and report it. What a genius idea. You're probably asking yourself, well, why did they just hire more staff members to monitor the website? Well, that costs money. And you'll notice pretty quickly that Susan is more of a greedy whore than I am. Honestly, if I had to sum up Susan in one video, it would probably be,
"Give me your fucking money!"
Now, there were multiple stages for the YouTube Hero program, and when you first join, you don't automatically get to just mass flag a bunch of videos. No. That's at stage 3. Instead of a YouTube Hero, you're considered a YouTube Super Saiyan. You get to butt fuck anyone you want to fuck, because why not? You have enough points. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3 strikes, your channel's terminated. I'm sorry about that, but that person had 100 to 300 points. That gives them more power over you. You can also get rewarded for adding closed captions to other videos, which is fine, but that mass flagging feature is so damn retarded, it immediately shadows over the other features. YouTube is always trying to push some sort of agenda on their website. It could be about women, single moms, the gays, when they're not trying to demonetize the gays. Yeah, they're kind of sending mixed messages about the LGBT community. Many content creators who are part of the LGBT community have had their videos flagged or demonetized. And personally, I don't think it's a coincidence that all these people are being demonetized on accident. YouTube responded to the situation by saying that their system sometimes makes mistakes in understanding context and nuances. What does that even mean? Are you saying the system is picking up certain tags on the video that are inappropriate and conveniently are on every single LGBT video? For some reason, I find that very hard to believe. Even when they're trying to fix the issue, the problem is still occurring. And even some LGBT channels are experiencing anti-LGBT ads on their channel. Way to be consistent with your views, Susan, by accepting anti-LGBT advertisers on the website while promoting LGBT rights. But like I said, it's all about the money.
Give me your fucking money!
It seems advertisers and Susan are not deeming LGBT content family friendly, and instead of YouTube being straight up about it, they act like they've been helping the LGBT community on the website by making a very cringe and shit video. Listen, I don't really care what someone's sexuality is, my dog is bisexual and I accept that, but I think that's exactly why people are pissed off with this video. Majority of the people are accepting of the LGBT community, but when it's being shoved down our throats, we start to get tired of it and just start making fun of it. If you're gonna tell people how to think and belittle them, you're gonna get responses with immediate hostility. There's really no point to the video. I mean, most of the people speaking from the video are from Western civilization, where gay marriage is legal. What the fuck are they fighting for? Isn't the point of accepting others into society helping them blend in and not stand out? Hey Susan, maybe you should stop promoting the community in places where they're already accepted by most people, and instead focus on the places where they're being thrown off buildings. But no, you'd rather play it safe and pretend to care while continuing to demonetize LGBT videos, and deleting comments that call out your bullshit. Yet it seems Susan and the website have a long history of censoring others that have quote-unquote harmful opinions. Now YouTube is a private company, they have every right to commit these actions, but that doesn't mean I have to like it though. Oh yeah, and Susan is one of those people who will celebrate different types of people while excluding others and claim they're doing it for equality. Also, why are there female YouTubers in these type of videos? What struggles have they specifically gone through just because they're females? Everyone has the same opportunity on YouTube, despite what Lily Singh says. The only inequality on YouTube between channels are those who are independent and those who are backed up by corporations. And guess who's causing that inequality? Susan fucking Wabbajack. While we're on the subject of Susan sucking off corporations and larger channels, let's talk about her undying love for Logan Paul. This guy could rape a failed abortion and still be monetized. Not only did he show a carcass to a bunch of small children online, not only did he make jokes about a dead body and was incredibly disrespectful, not only is he wearing a hat worse than a fedora, but YouTube thought that this video was apparently appropriate enough to be on the trending page twice. People have argued, well, YouTube doesn't know what goes on the trending page or not, they don't get to choose that. Well, that's completely false. YouTube chooses what goes on the trending page. You don't necessarily need the most views to be qualified, but let's say that was the case. You would think that one of these intelligent monitors would see a title saying, "We found a dead body in a suicide forest," but no, I'm guessing they were too busy demonetizing a kid for playing with Legos instead of Duplo. Many people have criticized Susan's choice of leaving Logan's channel not only monetized, but still alive after the incident. And her argument was, we have a 3-strike system. Logan got a strike for breaking the policy, so we're gonna leave him up. Considering YouTube's history of punishing people with strikes, this logic is ridiculous. YouTube has not only given strikes for moronic reasons, such as too much cussing, but they've also deleted channels right away for minuscule reasons.
YouTube deleted my channel. If you don't know, I have a collab channel called Who's Next, and it recently got suspended for no reason. And basically what that means is it's not deleted, but it's suspended, so if you try to go to the channel, it basically says, this channel doesn't exist, unsubscribe if you don't want it here, which, you know, isn't necessarily deleting the channel, but like YouTube is telling people to unsubscribe from it. That's kind of messed up. And I woke up to tons of texts talking about how our channel got suspended. And we got an email from YouTube saying basically we either were harassing people, we were breaking some sort of guidelines, or we were being profane or something like that. And this confused us because number one, on our channel we don't even curse, so I don't understand how such a family-friendly channel could break any guidelines. We have no copyright strikes whatsoever. When you send this form, it says something along the lines of Google will get back to you if and only if we have any information concerning your channel. So what this means is that if they don't have any information concerning it, they're not going to get back to us and we have no one to talk to. I called the hotline, and basically it's an automated voice message system, so it tells you how to kind of navigate everything, and it said if you're calling for YouTube support, press this number, whatever. So I did it. It said that I could be on hold for up to an hour, but at this point I was like, whatever, this channel is important, so I'm just gonna wait. I was on hold for 40 minutes. I finally got through to somebody, and they basically told me, this is Google support, I can't help you, all you can do is fill out the form and consider it done. That's all you can do.
A lot of people criticizing Logan's actions and not even showing the video. were age restricted. He didn't monetize the video, he left links for hotlines for people who are considering suicide. So let me get this straight, this guy who's trying to prevent people from committing suicide gets age restricted, but someone who jokes about it and just shows complete disrespect towards a dead body gets put on trending. I pretty much said all I wanted to. All I gotta say is that Susan Wabbajack is incredibly incompetent and she needs to be fired. Unfortunately, her garage basically gave her the job, so her actual qualities don't seem to matter. So when she screws up, it doesn't matter to Google. Because, like I said, she had a garage.